Chapter 101. Gu Hai's Plan. In the ruins, Meng Tai weakly collapsed on the ground, watching Gu Hai calmly walking towards Li Haoran in the distance. There was a bitterness in Meng Tai's eyes, watching someone else calmly deal with a mountain he could not climb over. A desolate feeling inevitably arose in his heart. Strong as Li Haoran, is he now fearful of Gu Hai's chess power? No. Steeply, Meng Tai's face changed. Although I don't know how Gu Hai became a chess player, but he can only be the chess player of that transparent chess piece. Gu Hai can only master the transparent chess piece, but the white and black pieces are in Li Haoran's hands. For blood at the beginning is to master the transparent chess piece. For blood at the beginning, although has the golden chess piece. At the beginning, although has the protective boundary, but in the end, is not still defeated in the hands of me and the old thing. Because Fu Blood's golden chess can only defense, cannot attack. Transparent chess pieces are illusory. White chess pieces and black chess pieces are real. They can't attack, they can only defend. Gu Hai can only defend. Then how can he fight with Li Haoran? Gu Hai shouldn't be able to fight Li Haoran. That's right. But Gu Hai, why is he so calm? Meng Tai was in a daze. Transparent pawn's golden chess. Meng Tai and Wei Yong had defeated Fu Blood in the first place. Now that Gu Hai took it instead, he would win. But if Gu Hai was not sure, why did he walk towards Li Haoran so calmly? At the moment, Li Haoran faced gloomy look at the Gu Hai. Li Haoran now also have no bottom. To be in the outside world, pure force, 100 Gu Hai is not their opponent. But now it is a game of chess. How is Gu Hai's chess power? From the innate remnants of the world, the force of 100,000 cultivators began. The Dafengang and Dinglong sect have shown their brutality in the 29 heaven and earths chess game. Nowadays, this dead game, although it has long since ceased to be a chess game in the ordinary sense, but it is also the 29 heaven and earth vertical and horizontal chess game evolved. Was one's understanding of this game of chess better than Gu Hai's? Gu Hai also had a protective boundary. Then one's attacks on him would be useless. He was also a chess player. Right now, was it considered a game between himself and Gu Hai? Although Li Haoran was proud of himself, he knew that he could not be Gu Hai's opponent when it came to chess. And now he watched Gu Hai walk step by step calmly. Li Haoran's heart became more and more bottomless. Battalion Master Long Wanqing and Master Liunian are running away. A divine mechanism battalion disciple steeply called out. Li Haoran raised his eyebrows and looked into the distance. Long Wanqing, who was fleeing in the distance, blanched. Camp Master Li, you wouldn't have already started to admit defeat and are preparing to use a woman to blackmail me, right? Gu Hai suddenly laughed. Seeing the fleeing crowd in the distance, Li Haoran was not provoked by Gu Hai. Instead, he revealed a cold smile and said, "Ha ha ha, I'm just going to use them to blackmail you. What are you going to do?" Gu Hai, who was in the middle of a calm smile, his face stiffened. However, he saw Li Haoran probe his hand and wave it. Boom! The 5 people who were fleeing were instantly pulled by a strong force, and in the twinkling of an eye, they arrived in front of Li Haoran. Li Haoran, if you dare to harm the Hall Master, the Master will not let you go, a servant roared. Li Haoran, I'm really blind, you villain, a villain without compromise, Long Wanqing despaired. Master Liunian had long been seriously injured at this moment, and couldn't resist even when he was pulled. He could only say bitterly in Gu Hai's direction, "Servant Master Gu, I've even tired you." Gu Hai looked towards Li Haoran with a gloomy face. Ha, ha 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 ha. Li Haoran burst out laughing when he saw Gu Hai go in with a calm expression. Because Li Haoran felt that he had finally taken the initiative. Finally, there was something to hold Gu Hai back. Li Haoran, that's all you've got. You and I haven't even started fighting yet, and you've started blackmailing me with old and weak women and children. Divine Machine Battalion Master What a great ability, Gu Hai said in a cold voice. Li Haoren's face was gloomy for a while, but, seeing that Gu Hai didn't dare to make a move, he didn't care about Gu Hai squeezing. How capable I am. I don't need you to judge. Things that can be easily dissolved. Why would I complicate it? Gu Hai, you don't want Long Wanqing and the others to die, right? Li Haoren sneered. Gu Hai stared with a gloomy face. I said I won't kill Long Wanqing, but it may not be the case. If I'm forced to do so, I can't help it. There's also this Lunar Master. And these 3 lackeys, haha, Gu Hai, do you want them to die? Li Haoren laughed coldly. Gu Hai, I'm sorry. I'm the one who got you into trouble. Long Wanqing looked at Gu Hai with a guilty face. When Gu Hai handed over to himself, it was an undefeated game. He was the chess player. Everyone was at his mercy. Such a good position was handed over to him, but he ended up playing so badly. Already won the chess game. Not only played into a full plate of loss, his life is also almost insecure. And more importantly, even dragged Gu Hai. Long Wanqing was incomparably guilty. Gu Hai did not look at Long Wanqing, but stared at Li Haoren. It's useless to look. They are my pawns. If I want them to live, they live. If I want them to die, they die. Gu Hai, right now. There is only one way to save them. Li Haoren said in a cold voice. Oh, Gu Hai frowned. Hand over your golden pieces. I can promise to release Long Wanqing and the others, and also, I won't pursue you and let you out of the formation. Li Haoren said in a deep voice. Hand over my golden chess pieces. Gu Hai's face sank. Don't, Gu. If you hand over your golden chess pieces, we'll be finished. Countless cultivators immediately shrieked. Mr. Gu, you can't hand it over. Li Haoren went back on his word. He won't let you go. Mr. Gu, even if Li Haoren lets you out of the formation, he'll hunt you down after you're out of the formation. Li Haoren is a villain. Don't fall for his tricks. Mr. Gu, don't give it to him. Cultivators from the 4 directions shouted in alarm at once. Gu Hai was everyone's hope. Once Gu Hai handed over the golden chess piece, then Gu Hai would be completely finished, and he himself would be completely finished. Gu Hai stared. Hand over the golden chess pieces. Li Haoren glared and drank. Gu Hai was silent. Gu Hai, don't give it to him. Long Wanqing cried out, not wanting to involve Gu Hai anymore. HMPH, Gu Hai, if you don't give it, they will all be drained by me. Li Haoren droned. Rumble. Instantly, a suction force rushed straight at the 5 people, forcibly extracting their energy. The 5 people screamed out in pain. Li Haoren stared at Gu Hai with a grimace on his face. There were 3 golden chess pieces in total. He had already obtained 2. Once he obtained Gu Hai's 3rd, Gu Hai would be at his mercy. Outside, what Li Haoren had done coalesced outside the deadly chessboard. Everyone was in an uproar. Grand Duke, what now? Is His Excellency really going to give away his last chance? Li Haoren, despicable villain. There was a burst of anxiety from the crowd. Gu Kan also had an ugly face for a while, his fists clenched. It was seen that at the mouth of the chessboard, the silhouette of Gu Hai slowly pinched the golden piece on the chessboard. That golden piece, which was originally Gu Hai's chess doppelganger, was a transparent piece, and when Gu Hai had decapitated all the demonized people, and all the other transparent pieces were all shattered, Gu Hai's chess doppelganger turned golden. Gu Hai was now grasping this golden chess piece and looking at the opposite side, in the middle of the chess world. Stop, golden chess piece. I'll give it to you. Gu Hai had a pained look on his face. Buzz. Li Haoren on the opposite side paused slightly, and his eyes lit up. Li Haoren, golden chess pieces. I can give it to you, but I hope that you will honor the promise you made just now, otherwise I won't stop even if I have to fight my way to the same death, Gu Hai said with an ugly face. Don't, Gu. Countless cultivators in the surroundings screamed in horror. Get out of the way. Li Haran waved his hand. Boom. The tens of thousands of cultivators in the 4 directions were instantly swung out like puppets, on strings. I'll do as I say. Throw them over. Li Haran sneered. Gu Hai grasped a golden chess piece in his hand, and was silent for a while. Don't, Gu Hai, Long Wanqing cried out. Hurry. Li Haran's eyes glared. Catch it. Gu Hai threw it with difficulty. Swoosh. The golden chess piece flew steeply towards Li Haran. Li Haran steeped his face and probed his hand to suck it in. Splat. Steeply, the golden chess piece landed in his palm. Ha 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 ha. 3 golden chess pieces. I've mastered them all. Ha 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 ha. Li Haran laughed out loud. No, Long Wanqing shouted in despair. Not only Long Wanqing, the countless cultivators flying away in all directions hissed sadly. No. Countless people revealed the color of despair. Gu Hai had given up the last chance. Everyone was hopeless. Li Haran, this despicable villain, would not let everyone go. Sure enough, as Li Haran shook his hand, holding the 3 golden pieces together in one palm, with his other hand, he steeply struck a palm towards Gu Hai. Gu Hai, you're really stupid. Now, you don't have a protective boundary. You can go die. Ha 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 ha. Li Haran let out a loud shout. Boom. A palm struck out, mobilizing everyone's power. Tens of thousands of palm dangles, roaring towards Gu Hai, the palm dangles that covered the sky, carrying a great destructive momentum, causing nearly everyone to despair. No. Li Haran, you despicable villain. Long Wanqing hissed in despair. No. Countless cultivators hissed in despair and sorrow from afar. Gu Hai was hopeless. He himself was hopeless as well. No. No. Li Haran has been tricked. Gu Hai has played a big game, using people as pawns. What a terrifying mind trick. Li Haran has been trapped. In the ruins in the distance, Meng Tai's face abruptly changed. A wave of horror flashed across his face. Rumble. Immediately, the sky-covering palm diameters struck straight at Gu Hai's place, and under the sky-covering destructive palm diameters, all the surrounding peaks were razed to the ground. However, Gu Hai disappeared out of thin air. Disappeared out of thin air the moment the palm dangles hit him. Li Haran's face changed. Where is the person? The crowd of Divine Mechanism Camp disciples exclaimed in shock. Grandmaster Liu Nian and Long Wanqing all changed their complexion. What happened? How did Gu Hai disappear just now as if it was a puff of smoke? Where did it go? The cultivators in despair in the distance were also slightly stunned. Where is everyone? Where did Gu Hai go? How did he suddenly disappear? Countless people revealed a bewildered look, and only Meng Tai suddenly twisted his head and looked towards the palm of Li Haran's other hand. Within that palm, 3 golden chess pieces were held. Break! A loud shout exploded from the palm of Li Haran's left hand. Boom! Li Haran's left hand exploded steeply, and the moment it exploded, the 3 chess pieces were thrown out steeply. Li Haran's left hand exploded, and in an instant, it was a bloody mess, and the rolling black gas immediately enveloped his left hand. In the black gas, countless small skulls raged amidst it. What? Li Haran's face changed. Outside. Gu Qin, however, steeply brightened his face. I understand. The golden chess piece that Righteous Father Junus threw out was himself. Li Haran couldn't break Righteous Father's protective boundary. And Righteous Father couldn't break Li Haran's protective boundary. So Righteous Father used a trick to make Li Haran willingly let go of his protective boundary, and allowed Righteous Father to enter it. What? Grand Duke, what does it mean? A wicked man said without understanding. The golden chess piece was originally an additional chess player voucher, but the 3rd voucher had already been destroyed by Wei Yong. The one of Righteous Father was his chess piece doppelganger. Although it had the chess player attribute, but It had long been different from the previous golden chess piece voucher. Reichi's father's golden chess piece represented Reichi's father's own self. The golden chess piece was put into Li Haren's protective boundary, which was equivalent to Reichi's father also being put into it, and it was also Li Haren who took the initiative to drag him into it. Ha 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 ha. What's standing there is just an imaginary figure condensed by a golden chess piece. An illusion, Gukin said excitedly,